1. Coming up on THS TV. Students are excited to see the new high school's progress and the big opportunities the next year will bring. The Cowboys will have to manage without their quarterback Tony Romo. With his broken back, he will be out for some time. However, he is still on the active roster. Seasons 3 and 4 have been confirmed for the Netflix hit Narco. These stories plus more headlines are coming your way on today's THS TV.
The new high school is starting to take form. Good morning, I'm Gracie Coker.
And I'm Matthew Killingsworth, and this is THS TV.
The new high school is back on track for next fall. School is being built on 300 acres of land between Thompson Road and Kent Dairy Road. During August 13th board meeting, Volker Jonathan Grammer gave the Alabaster board on education updates on the building process. Grammer informed the board that final slabs are being laid for the main portion of the academic building, and construction of the athletic facilities is to be underway.
I'm really excited about all the new opportunities we'll have, with the education, the new science labs and just the bigger space because it's really cramped here at this old one. I'm excited about getting to go watch all the new football, all the football and baseball games at their new stadiums. So.
The new building will include 74 classrooms, 14 science labs, a 1,250-seat auditorium, a 150-seat black box theater, a 32,000-square-foot career academy, and a 100-seat lecture hall. The building is currently still on track to welcome students in at the start of the next school year. For more updates on the building of the new high school, keep tuning in to THS TV. Under tonight's Friday Night Lights, stars will be shining down brighter than ever on the football field at tonight's game. Mountain Brook students will be holding a tailgate along with their special guest, 103.7 The Q. All admissions to the tailgate will be donated evenly both the Elaine Roberts Foundation and the Sid Strong Foundation. These foundations work to find cures for childhood cancers. Student government from both schools will be working together during the game to raise money for both of these organizations. For more information, contact an SGA member. Fans of Apple are wondering when the newest phone will be released. The newest phones have been available for sale in September usually. The phones are also released on Tuesdays toward the beginning of the September month. Fans are spreading rumors about when they predict it will be released. Until then, iPhone users will be left in anticipation. For more information on the latest tech advances, keep tuning in to THS TV. Now let's take a look at other hot topics in today's national headlines.
President Barack Obama has nominated the first ever Muslim American judge in Abid Riaz Qureshi. He is a lawyer in Washington. It is unlikely that the Senate will confirm him during Obama's tenure. 3 people were killed in western Georgia on Wednesday. It took place in a small airport in town 45 miles west of Atlanta. More details on this accident will be released soon. Donald Trump has unveiled his new military plan if he is elected president. He's announced in Philadelphia that the goal of the upgrade is to defeat the Islamic State within the first 30 days of taking office.
So I'm working the game tonight, and how do you think they're going to do in today's game?
I'm working the game too. I think they'll do really strong. They've had multiple strong games before, so I think they'll do really good. I'll tell you more in today's sports.
But first, we've got your needs to know in today's announcements.
We'll be right back with more THS TV.
to come on THS TV.
Football and volleyball season is in full swing. In today's sports, I'll give you a summary of how it's going so far.
THS students will be using a new app that will benefit them, offering free ebooks. Stay tuned to find out more information. You're watching THS TV, your source for sports.
It's another week in high school football, and Thompson players are ready to compete. THS TV reporter Nick Adams has a preview of tonight's game.
This past Friday, the Thompson varsity football team played their first region game of the season in Tuscaloosa. They faced the Tuscaloosa County Wildcats, and the Warriors were able to come up with a 10-3 victory. This Friday, the Warriors play in another big region game at Mountain Brook. Here's what some Warriors had to say about last week's victory and tonight's matchup.
We did pretty good. Just, a lot of mistakes.
This past Friday, the Thompson varsity football team played their first region game of the season in Tuscaloosa. They faced the Tuscaloosa County Wildcats, and the Warriors were able to come up with a 10-3 victory. This Friday, the Warriors play in another big region game at Mountain Brook. Here's what some Warriors had to say about last week's victory and tonight's matchup.
We did pretty good. Just, a lot of mistakes, 22 penalties, about 400 yards, 10 points. So if we cut out the penalties and the mistakes, we'll be all right.
I feel like we have a good, legitimate chance to win. We beat them last year at our home. Another region game this week. They're a physical team. I'll give that to them. But I feel like we got enough. Our defense is really good. Our offense is progressing. I feel like we have a good chance to beat them.
Reporting for THS TV, I'm Nick Adams.
Can't make it to the game? Watch it live on thslive.com. The Minnesota Vikings have traded to fill the gap left by their quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater. Bridgewater went down last week with an injury. The Vikings have secured Sam Bradford from the Eagles. They traded a first-round pick to secure Bradford. Vikings fans have hopeful he will be able to fill the gap left by Bridgewater.
I feel like it's good towards the team because Teddy Bridgewater just got injured, and I feel like he's going to benefit the team in a big way.
As the Vikings #1 on the depth chart ahead of Bradford, but he isn't expected to stay there for long after the expensive trade made to acquire Bradford. The Dallas Cowboys have kept injured quarterback Tony Romo on the active roster. This comes after Romo broke his back in the preseason. Dak Prescott is going to take the snaps that Romo would have gotten due to his strong preseason. Romo has no timetable to come back, and the front office says they won't no delay between his time to be able and return and his ability to start. Once again, the Cowboys play their first game Sunday versus the New York Giants. From the high school gym to the college turf, we've got the details in today's national sports headlines. World champion tennis player Serena Williams broke a U.S. Open record this weekend by claiming her 308th Grand Slam win, passing Roger Federer to the top of the all-time Grand Slam victories list. 4 matches and the #1 seeded Williams drew the predicted to win all. Even after all the controversy surrounding Colin Kaepernick's jersey sales continued to skyrocket. Many people are buying the San Francisco 49ers quarterback's #7 jersey, even though he won't be starting week 1 for the 49ers. Kaepernick has been in the headlines for his national anthem protest. Kaepernick was moved by the support, and in his Instagram posted he thanked those who had bought his jersey. The Southeastern Conference had its worst opening weekend in conference history. It started with Tennessee needing overtime to survive Appalachian State at home, and ended with Ole Miss ending the first half of the game with a 22-point lead, turned into an 11-point loss to Florida State. The SEC went 6-6 in non-conference play.
THS is continuing this year with Warrior Excellence. Once a month, 14 to 16 students will be recognized for their extraordinary acts in the school.
You're looking for those that are just willing to do what others don't. You know, it's the little extra in front of the ordinary that makes it extraordinary.
Dr. Hester and the vice principals go out to the classes of the students and give them their award and tell them why they were awarded Warrior Excellence for that month. Teachers also play a part in students accepting the awards.
You know, teachers are also looking at those students, the ones that have made great strides and improvements in their own academic success or their own success as a leader or in other phases of schools.
Thursday, September 8th, Dr. Hester awarded students like junior Suzanne Miller, sophomore Ethan Hall, and freshmen Noah Tanner and Landon. Dr. Hester is very excited to continue awarding students for their outstanding achievements each month. Tune in to THS TV for more news going around our school.
You can watch this story again on our YouTube network at youtube.com/c/THS TV, and for more information on the Warrior Excellence program and future winners, keep tuning in to THS TV.
If you're a reader, you probably make frequent visits to the library, but there's a new app that will give you more options for books. It allows students access to database books completely free. Walking down the English hallway, you may have noticed a wall of posters featuring book titles and QR codes. The books featured and posters can easily be yours. Use the QR Reader app, available both on Apple and Android devices, to scan the QR code featured on this poster. This will deliver an electronic copy of the book to your phone, giving access to a book anywhere you go. The wall with the book posters is located beside Miss Brown's in room 119.
So, there's been a lot of news about the iPhone 7 coming out, and I hear you have more in entertainment.
Yeah, they're trying to improve the most 3 complaints with iPhones with the new iPhone 7, and I've got more in today's entertainment.
But first, Brady has your local forecast and today's Warrior weather.
We'll be right back.
Still to come on THS TV.
Music is a big part of many students' lives. In today's entertainment, Matthew Killingsworth will fill you in on the top 5 songs on iTunes.
Many new courses were offered this year, and that includes some that you may not expect. In Course Corner, I'll tell you all about the new math classes. This is THS TV, Thompson High School's source for entertainment.
Good morning, I'm Brady Talbert, and this is your Warrior weather. Taking a look at this, today is looking pretty similar to what we've seen all week, with a high of 93 and a low of 61. Taking a look at this upcoming week, you can expect a high in the low 90s and a high 80, as well as lows in the high 60s. We will still have some sunshine this afternoon up until tomorrow. Then on Sunday, we can expect some isolated thunderstorms in our area. Monday is Disney Day, but you might want to consider bringing a rain jacket because the chance of rain is 50%. That's all for today's 5-day forecast. Make sure to stay tuned in to the end of the show for a look at the weather for tonight's game. Now to Lizzie for today's entertainment update.
years, the iPhone will be without a headphone jack, relying solely on Bluetooth and Lightning connectors for all headphones. It will support an expanded battery life as well as 2 new colors, Jet Black and Just Black. They will come with a standard memory of 32 gigabytes and will expand up to 256 gigabytes. Apple will also release a pair of its own wireless headphones this October. You can get your hands on the new iPhone next Friday, but while you're waiting for the
I'm happy the battery lasts longer because mine doesn't last long in school, and I'm hoping the screen's not too big because it kind of ruins the purpose of a phone. And I hope the storage is bigger because I don't have enough storage. Yeah.
But while you're waiting for the biggest release of the fall, don't forget about iOS 10 that drops next Tuesday, bringing a whole new style and use to your iPhone. Netflix has announced that the hit series Narcos has been renewed for its 3rd and 4th seasons. The production company for the show has announced that Jose Padilla Eric Newman will continue as the co-executive producers. The 2nd season, which has just premiered, will be a stepping stone for the upcoming seasons. Fans are hoping that the 3rd and 4th will have many surprises and much drama along the way. Music is one thing that can connect people with the world. Reporter Matthew Killingsworth has the top 5 songs on iTunes.
The world is constantly popping with new music, and now I have the top 5 songs on iTunes. Starting off our list at number 5 is the song Gold by Kiara. This song was released March 21st and has quickly gained fame on YouTube with 12 million views. This song was produced by Atlantic Warner. Number 4 on our list is the song Cold Water featuring Justin Bieber and M.O. Cold Water was released July 21st and has over 10 million views on YouTube. This song was produced by Diplo.
I would say Cold Water by Justin Bieber and Major Lazer. And the reason is because it has a really deep story and also it has Justin Bieber's.
For number 3 on our list is the song Heathens by the band 21 Pilots. This band has quickly come to fame with a few top 100 Billboard songs from this year. The song Heathens was part of the blockbuster movie Suicide Squad soundtrack. This song was released June 16th and was produced by Atlantic Records and Warner Bros. Records. Number 2 on our list is the song The Greatest, written by Sia featuring Kendrick Lamar. This song has over 4 million views on YouTube. The Greatest was released September 6th and was produced by Monkey Puzzle Records. For the number 1 hit song on iTunes is the song Closer by the Chainsmokers, featuring Halsey. This song also has over 10 million views and has been number 1 for 2 weeks. This song was released July 29th and was produced by Disruptor and Columbia Records. This concludes our list for the top 5 songs on iTunes. Tune in to THS TV every day for more news on top songs. For THS TV, I'm Matthew Killingsworth.
What are your top picks? Tweet at us at THS News TV and you could be featured on an upcoming show. Music, movies, and more, we've got the latest gossip and celebrity news in today's Hollywood headlines.
Madonna can finally close the chapter on the custody battle that pinned her and ex-husband Guy Ritchie against each other. After 9 months of fighting over the 16-year-old son, Rocco Ritchie, the two have come to an agreement. Depending on how the election turns out, Amy Schumer might be done with America. She plans to move out of the U.S. if Donald Trump wins the presidential election in November.
That's all for today's entertainment. Tune in next week for more entertainment updates. Now let's toss it to Sammy with today's Chorus Corner.
The Adventures in Math course is taught by Mrs. Craig. Dr. Shears teaches advanced accounting. This course is for students who have already taken accounting and have found an interest. Adventures in Math is a course centered around math and logic-based puzzles. For example, their next project involves solving Rubik's Cubes. For more information on these new courses, you can visit Dr. Shears or Mrs. Craig in room 306. That's all for today's Course Corner. Tune in every week for more courses here at THS. Now back to Gracie and Matthew with more news.
The football season is starting, so to dress up days. This week, grab your beachwear because it's Slash the Spartans.
Remember to dress your best next Friday so we can outclass Oak Mountain. And on September 23rd, the camo has come back and Thompson is on the hunt for Panthers.
I like to dress up for Camo Day because I get to wear my jorts and camo. I look good in it. And school spirit, it's key to winning football games.
Upper 80s, and by halftime the temperature will decrease just slightly, but nothing too extreme. You will probably be okay if you decide not to bring a jacket tonight, but keep in mind that the theme is beach day, so if you get cold easily, you might want to bring a light jacket.
Twitter for updates and events at THS this week.
Have a great day.